Jubilant title celebrations exploded across Real Madrid's Alfredo di Stefano stadium on Thursday night, as the club were confirmed La Liga champions following a 3-year absence at the top. Fireworks cracked, champagne poured and the party soon reached fever pitch in the Spanish capital. This is Madrid's bread and butter. Everybody present looked to be a relieved and excitable figure. Except one man. As the cameras whirred and Madrid did their utmost to document every single moment to bring their global fan base closer to the action during the strain of the coronavirus pandemic, Gareth Bale remained on the periphery. Los Blancos huddled together on the pitch, instructed by captain and ringleader Sergio Ramos. Bellows of champions echoed around the arena with smiles stretching from cheek to cheek. Yet there was Bale, on the outermost edge of the group and perhaps furthest away from the trophy, meekly punching the air with a raised fist and silently mouthing the words. But who can blame him? For the past 7 matches Bale has spent his time languishing on the substitutes bench, hardly feeling the impact of football's return. One of the club's most expensive and high-profile signings of all time has been reduced to a lost soul. It is no secret the Welshman and manager Zinedine Zidane do not see eye to eye. At the start of the campaign, the returning club legend had no choice but to select Bale due to a spate of attacking injuries, yet the return of Marco Asensio soon saw that relationship return to its frosty state. It did not take a body language expert to dissect Bale's thoughts as Zidane was hurled up into the air by Madrid players on Thursday. The Welshman stood several meters away deciding not to join in, arms folded and posture rigid, barely cracking a smile. As the celebrations raged on, Bale continued to go against the grain. Another chorus of Campeones was punctuated by the forward attempting to trip up his teammates as they jumped around the pitch. Bale could be seen swinging his legs out at some teammates, attempting to take them down as they danced on the pitch. His efforts of camaraderie went largely ignored. This comes after Bale was, in recent weeks, accused of play acting on the substitutes bench when making a binoculars gesture to cameras during his side's victory over Granada. That reaction came after he was lambasted by the press in Spain for pretending to fall asleep on the sidelines during their clash with Alaves just days earlier. Coverage in Spain appears to have a thirst for portraying Bale as a golf-obsessed individual who is simply staying on at Madrid for the payday. That prompted Zidane to defend his player, insisting he did not have a problem with the former Tottenham star, though his tone suggested the irritation is one he can no longer put up with. The question about Gareth again. We are interested in the game, just like Gareth is, Zidane told his pre-match press conference, ahead of the Villarreal clash. You, the press, are always trying to put things between us but you will not succeed. Divisions are now more apparent than ever. Bale has admitted on previous occasions he has a preference to go off and play golf alone during his downtime, as opposed to socializing with teammates. This is perhaps not helped by his reported poor command of the Spanish language, which caused him issues some 5 years ago and does not appear to have improved much since. A flag reading Wales golf. Madrid, in that order flaunted in the aftermath of Wales qualifying for the European Championships, did not ease tensions, with Spanish press left fuming as a result. Yet the truth is, at 31, Bale is still more than good enough to play for Real Madrid. This makes the situation all the more difficult, given that the Welshman is still a Champions League caliber footballer and one of the highest earners in Europe. He would make any side across Europe's most dominant leagues markedly better, but parting with vast sums of money for a player who is known to have injury concerns and is entering the twilight of his career provides a sizable stumbling block. This season, in 16 La Liga matches, Bale has hit the back of the net twice and provided just 2 assists. His numbers, naturally, are falling off. Yet despite being switched in and out of the side, his attacking presence in the final third is still noted. Last summer Bale came agonizingly close to bringing his Madrid nightmare to an end, by making a lucrative switch to the Chinese Super League in order to become the division's marquee name. Some reports suggested Bale would make the best part of £1 million per week. Yet this fell through, after being greatly impacted by Madrid's sudden depletion across the forward line as injuries started to hit. The Spanish champions have showcased a guiltless willing to hold on to players despite their career in Madrid coming to a crossroads. Just ask James Rodriguez. Yet for the still lethal Bale, he is past the point where a string of loan moves will cut it. He needs to move to pastures new and enjoy the remaining time he has at elite level football. Zidane, likewise, now wishes to build a new era after delivering on his promise to restore the crown of La Liga to his former stomping ground. Bale can, after all, leave Madrid with his head held high. The forward has won every trophy on offer during his time in Spain. Even as the tide began to turn against him, Bale would perform. His stunning acrobatic goal against Liverpool in the 2018 Champions League final in Kiev served as a reminder of the Welshman's dormant powers. In an ideal world, Bale would return to the Premier League to play out the remainder of his career at the top, once again dazzling the fans who marveled at his talents, week in week out. Such a move is unlikely, given the proposed figures involved. Indeed, it appears the coming transfer window will be the prime opportunity for Bale to up sticks and either follow through on a proposed China adventure, or listen to offers from Major League Soccer. Moves to either of these divisions would of course be greeted with a sigh of despair from football aficionados, who appreciate that Bale has so much still to offer. A potential wage cut may well see Bale return to England once again, though that of course is purely down to the player. One thing which can be universally agreed, however, is that things must change. A football career is short-lived and most certainly a long time finished. Every ounce of enjoyment must be eked out before the curtain comes flowing down. The chapter in Spain is finished and the book is closed. For goodness sake, Gareth, please leave.